All right, well, we talked about the blueprint and how we felt that that was a really good thing to have because it helps us to really look at our assessments and figure out what kinds of questions we have and how many and point values and things. But then we also talked about how we need to make sure that we have our learning targets in our standards clear because, you know, they're there, but we're not always all on the same page necessarily, and they just maybe need to be cleared up a little. So.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, science. Thank you.
Okay, so we talked about that we like the other group, the blueprint, because it's going to help us stay balanced as far as points and how difficult or complex it is. And then also we were talking about with each question, the little template that we used with the rubric and the examples of the answers, that will be very helpful, I think, so everyone stays on the same page on how they're scoring.
Good point. Consistency in the rubric, you're saying too, right? Okay, great, thanks. All right, English language arts, yeah. Thank you.
We talked about two things. So in generating an assessment, we would, instead of doing the traditional whole novel and then do the assessment at the end, do excerpts and focus more on doing those questioning throughout, you know, the semester and the quarter. And we get stuck in that traditional model of read the whole text, then at the end assess. And we didn't get as much time as we would have liked with those depth of knowledge questions. And then the other thing with the constructed response items, giving the kids the rubric and teaching them with the rubric, this is what you get, you know, so it's not just 5 points for completion, it's this is what a response looks like and this is why you're getting full credit or not.
Great. Thank you. All right, social studies.
Do I talk here?
Yep.
Well, we talked about the difficulty of constructing an assessment and some of the factors that go into constructing one. And also, what are the parameters of how you construct an assessment? I mean, do you go from top down or from bottom up? And we came to the conclusion that it is from the top down, that you do have a target, learning target first, and then from that point on, everything is generated around that. But we also talked about the appropriate distribution of items, you know, like the various levels and how many of those things, and that would be the difficulty of trying to making sure that every part of the distribution is incorporated in the construction of the assessment.
Great. And a lot of that will be determined by doing some of the work we did on the first day with digging into the standards themselves and the DOK and that learning target. Good. Thank you.